If we truly believe that wisdom lives within, whether you're 3 years old or 13 or 23 or 33 or 73, that we all have wisdom inside us, and that as people supporting learning, it's not our job to put the insight into people, it's our job to help elicit the insight that's there. And that completely changes how we see one another. The principle of wisdom lives within is powerful in all aspects of our teaching and learning, but it's especially powerful for us as coaches. As a coach, if you truly believe that wisdom lives within, it changes the way you engage with your client and the way you engage with yourself. It's not about having the right answer. It's not about asking the right question or a fancy question. In fact, what I found in my coaching as I follow this principle is I ask simple questions. Coaching has become easier and easier for me the more I really lean into this principle that wisdom lives within. It lives within my clients and it lives within me. And it's in this coaching conversation when I can recognize their wholeness, their insight, and I can see them as people with the answers. And they don't need answers from me. Now, I would like to be better at this in my personal life. I would like to be better at this as a manager, because a lot of times in my day-to-day, I fall into an old pattern thinking I'm the one who's supposed to give answers. As a former classroom teacher, as a CEO, as a man, I have this positional place of saying, oh yeah, I'm supposed to have the information. I'm supposed to be in authority. But when I take that space of authority, I take a space of power over. Because if I'm claiming authority, it means I'm making others less. And this has been incredibly powerful for me in terms of understanding equity in coaching, and particularly with the positionality of being a white English-speaking man from California, relatively educated, owning a home. I have all of these areas of privilege, and I might not see that in myself in my day-to-day. If I'm really honest, I see myself as somebody who's struggling. I see myself as somebody who should have more answers, should be smarter, should be better. But I hold this positionality of it making it so easy for me to be in a place that's seen as over others. And this principle helps remind me and helps me pay attention to the fact that what I really believe is that the deepest insights that we can have are elicited from one another, that my clients ask me questions and I ask my clients questions, and in that relationship, we both become smarter. Now, there's some fascinating research that shows that IQ, which so many people talk about as fixed, actually changes depending on who you're with. And I'm sure you've experienced this, being with a group of people and feeling like the ideas were just flowing and sparks were flying and you were creative and smart. Whereas when you're with a different group of people, you might be saying, I don't know. The relationships that we have actually change our IQ. And so that's just a clue to the power of wisdom lives within, that when we're in the right context, when we're supporting each other to find the insight that we have, we're actually smarter. Now, the word wisdom goes way beyond intelligence. Intelligence is about having answers. It's about having ideas. Wisdom is about creating sustainable solutions. Wisdom is about finding the path forward that works better for all of us. Wisdom is about the application of knowledge towards what's most important. And if we could have more wisdom in the world, we would have a world that works for all of us. So if that wisdom's inside, as a coach, my job is to support my client to find that wisdom and to bring myself into a position where I can bring the wisdom that's in me forward and support the wisdom that's in my client to come forward. And together, we can walk down the path towards real solutions. And of course, this applies as a parent, as a manager, as a friend, as a teacher. If I really believe that wisdom lives within, I am going to engage with people, seeing them as the one with the answers, seeing them as the one with the insight, and that together we can craft solutions far beyond what we could create by ourselves.